Just 17 miles off the coast of Hawaii lies an island that most people will never step foot on. This is Niihau Island, often called the Forbidden Island. Unlike the famous tourist destinations of Hawaii, Niihau is almost completely closed to the outside world. Niihau is privately owned and access is strictly restricted. Visitors cannot simply book a trip or explore the island freely. Only residents and authorized guests are allowed entry, and attempting to visit without permission can lead to legal consequences. This is not a tourist attraction. It is a protected community and private property. The island was purchased in 1864 by the Robinson family, who still own it today. Their goal has been to preserve the traditional Hawaiian way of life. Unlike the modernized islands of Hawaii, Niihau has intentionally remained largely untouched by industrial development. There are no large hotels, no major roads, and very limited electricity. About a few dozen native Hawaiian residents live on the island, maintaining a lifestyle deeply connected to tradition. Hawaiian is the primary spoken language, and cultural practices have been preserved for generations. This makes Niihau one of the most unique living cultural environments in the United States. The restriction is not about danger in the usual sense. There are no toxic gases or deadly wildlife, but it is about protection. Opening the island to mass tourism could permanently damage its fragile culture and environment. By limiting access, the owners aim to protect both the land and the people who call it home. There are rare exceptions. A small number of supervised helicopter tours and hunting excursions are allowed under strict rules. Even these visits are tightly controlled and limited in scope. Visitors cannot freely explore residential areas or interact with the community without permission. From an educational perspective, Niihau represents an important lesson about cultural preservation. In a world where globalization reaches almost every corner of the planet, Niihau stands as an example of a community choosing privacy and tradition over tourism and profit. However, it is essential to respect the legal and ethical boundaries surrounding the island. Niihau is private property, and unauthorized entry is illegal. Trying to sneak onto the island is not an adventure, it is trespassing. The island reminds us that not every place is meant to be consumed as a destination. Some places exist to protect history, identity, and heritage. Niihau is not forbidden out of fear, it is restricted out of respect. In conclusion, Niihau Island is one of America's most unusual and protected locations. Its isolation is not accidental, it is a deliberate choice to preserve culture and independence. Learning about Niihau allows us to appreciate the value of boundaries and the importance of protecting communities that wish to remain private. If you're fascinated by forbidden places like Niihau Island, subscribe to Forbidden Earth for more educational explorations of locations humans are not allowed to visit. Comment below which forbidden place you want covered next.